please ignore the hair. I like got out of the shower and I've just kind of like let it air dry and it's not really working for me. But I wanted to film this because I was excited. Hello, book besties! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Delaney if you are new here, and I'm here with one of my favorite videos to make because we are going to be building my November TBR together. I love watching TBR videos, making TBR videos, building TBRs in general. I think it's so fun to get excited about the books you're looking forward to reading, so I'm very excited to film this today, and I decided to let my TBR jar pick my November reads for the month. So I have my cute little jar here. This is just a really quick way to make a TBR jar. This was like $1 in the Target dollar spot. And then I just got popsicle sticks that I like wrote little prompts on. So I'm gonna pull a stick, probably I'm thinking like 6 to 8 books because I want to leave a little wiggle room for mood reading, especially because I don't know like if I'm gonna be in the holiday vibe, if I'm gonna be in the fall vibe, if I'm gonna want like to just completely mood read. I don't know. So I want to leave like a little bit of wiggle room for mood reading. So I think I'm not going to pack my TBR, but I want to choose like 6 to 8. We'll see how I'm feeling. So if you watched my book room tour, you saw that the book room recently got an upgrade. We had an added shelf and the TBR cart actually got upgraded to a TBR shelf. Yes, I'm aware I have an excessive amount of books on my TBR. There are a lot here, but we're gonna choose from these and hopefully knock off some of the books on my physical TBR. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. You guys know the drill. We're going to pull a popsicle stick and pick a book back here that correlates with the prompt. Okay, first up, I have a book with a one-word title. There's literally only one book on my TBR that has a one-word title, I think, which I'm fine with because that's fine, but yeah, there's only one because they all at least like have the in front of it or like some like helping word. I don't know. But the one book that is a one-word title is Caravel, and this is actually a book I've been wanting to read for a very long time now, so I'm excited for this. This is a fantasy, and you guys know I have some mixed feelings about fantasy, but I feel like this is a world I could actually get into. I've heard this one is actually pretty easy to understand, good for beginner fantasy readers, and this is like the intro series into the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, which I really want to read. So I think it'll be good to knock off Caravel before reading that, so I'm excited. That actually worked out really well. Picking book 2. I have an audiobook. Okay, this, I actually know exactly what I want for this. The book is over here. Let me grab it. Okay, Saving Six. I want to listen to the audiobook of Saving Six. This is book 3 in the Boys of Tommen series, which I've been working my way through. The books are so long that I have turned to audio, fully turned audio, and it actually is really fun on audio because they have like the Irish accents, so it makes you feel more like you're fully immersed in the world and like they're talking about rugby, and it just like builds the world a little bit better. I feel personally more invested in the story listening to it on audio. So Saving Six, I definitely want to listen to on audio this next month. My goal is to finish the Boys of Tommen series and get caught up to where we're at in the series by the end of the year. So this actually works out really well. All right, book 3, Free Choice. Free Choice. I'm gonna pick Next to You by Hannah Bonham Young because I read Next of Kin, not in October, I think it was in September that I read Next of Kin, and this is the second book in that series. So I'm really excited to read this. I love Hannah Bonham Young's writing. She does a great job of mixing like emotional deep romance with like lighthearted and humorous romance. Very excited for this. I feel like this is a great pick and also relatively short. It's like 350 pages. Just a good palate cleanser. I feel like a good romance to throw in the mix. All right, book 4, Interconnected Standalone. Let me look. Okay, these are the 3 that I think I want to look at, and they actually like kind of vibe, like the color scheme is kind of there. But I have Consider Me by Becca Mack, and I've heard this be compared to the Windy City series, which is one of my favorite series of all time. And I think it's a hockey romance, professional hockey romance. Carter Beckett is the NHL's best player, both on and off the ice. Sounds a lot like Evan Zanders, like Mile High kind of in the Windy City series. So this is definitely one I want to read. I also have Love Redesigned. I think this is an interconnected standalone series. I think Love Unwritten is interconnected standalone. I don't think they have to be read in order, but this is definitely one I've had my eye on as well. I kind of want to read Dreamland Billionaires first, which I also could read. I have those books as well, but maybe, potentially. And then my last option is Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. And I really want to read this, like really, really bad. This is the Gold Rush Ranch series, which is the series she wrote before Chestnut Springs. I don't know. This is really appealing too. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Consider Me. I think I want to read Consider Me, and yeah, that feels like the vibe. I want this. Especially, aren't we like in hockey season? November? It feels like it fits. I don't know if we are, but it feels like it works. All right, picking book 5, I think we're on. A book by an author you know you love. Okay, easy, easy, easy. I get to read it anyways. I'm gonna add Off to the Races. I love Elsie Silver. I have to add this. Yep, this is happening. Okay, we're at 5 books. Let's do 2 more, sounds good. A thriller, okay. Okay, I actually have a lot of thrillers on my TBR, but I think these are the 3 I want to pick from. I have Such a Bad Influence, which I think is like an influencer thriller. Electric, timely thriller about what happens when one of the first child stars of the social media age grows up and goes missing. This sounds really good. Then I have The Only One Left, which I have heard great things about from pretty much everyone that I've known that's read this book. And in particular, one girl in my book club. We've actually gotten really close, and she's like the thriller queen. She's been recommending this to me, so it's definitely one I've been wanting to get to. I've only read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and I didn't love that one, but I've heard that's not his best work. So I kind of want to give him another shot. Then I have The Hunting Party, which I think is a winter thriller. A New Year's reunion. Maybe I save this for like December or January since it's New Year's. I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna go with The Only One Left just because I've been hearing such great things, and I actually just bought this. This was my only Prime Day book purchase. So this is actually like a new book that I picked up and I'm excited for. So I think I'm gonna add this one. Okay, last one. Make it good, make it good. A pink cover. Okay, there's a lot of pink covers. Okay, so these are the 5 books that I think I want to choose from for this. So I have Lovely War, which has been on my TBR for the past like 3 months and I haven't gotten to. It's a historical fiction romance and I do really want to read it, but I've been intimidated by it. So I also will be reading The Women because we're reading The Women for my Patreon book club, and that's historical fiction. I don't know if I want to like double up on historical fiction. I don't know yet. Then I have Come Break My Heart Again, which is a second chance romance, and it sounds pretty heartbreaking, which I'm excited to read actually. Then I have How to End a Love Story, and I don't really know anything about this book besides the fact that I've heard great things. Sounds like another second chance romance. And our female main character is an author. Could be good. Then I have Holding the Reins, and this is a cowboy romance. It's kind of giving similar to Elsie Silver. So maybe I'll wait on this one because I don't want to overdo the cowboy romance. Then I have Truly Madly Deeply, and this cover is so pretty. This is another second chance. It says this old flame just might set them on fire. I'm gonna pick Come Break My Heart Again because this one has been really appealing to me since I got it. Got it in July, and it's been really like on my mind since I got it. So I think I'm gonna finally read this one and add this to the TBR. All right guys, a little rapid recap. I have Caravel or Caravel. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I ever will know. Maybe I'll download the audiobook just to hear them say the title. Then I have Saving 6, which I will listen to on audio. Then I have my free choice, and that is Next to You. Then I have my interconnected standalone, Consider Me. I have a book by an author that I know I love, and that is Off to the Races. I have my thriller, and that is The Only One Left. And I have my gorgeous pink cover, and that is Come Break My Heart Again. In addition to these, I will also be reading The Women, like I said, with my Patreon book club. You can always join the Patreon. It's always linked down below. Not too late to join us if you want to read or discuss The Women. We also have a second book that we're buddy reading this month. I don't know if I'm going to read it, but there's a group for like buddy reading if you guys want to read the second book. Anyways, the Patreon is a whole party if you want to join and read The Women with us. And I also have a couple other books on my radar. I want to leave room for if I want to continue Boys of Tommen after I read Saving 6. I have a couple series that I might want to continue. I just wanted to leave a little bit of wiggle room. So I feel like a 7-book TBR is pretty solid. Gives me a great place to start and refer to if I don't know what to read, but also isn't going to like limit me to only reading what's on my TBR, you know? All right, but that concludes today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me and building my November TBR with me. As always, follow me on all the things. They're always linked down below, and make sure you're subscribed here so you don't miss the next video. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, book besties.